he went into surgery.
Excuse me?
The GSRs were never taken from Curnlee Howell because he went into surgery when he was shot.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand that, but what about his clothes? Because if he wasn't tested for gunpowder residue upon arrival of the hospital like I was, then that's a mistake on you guys' behalf.
I
Because
understand what you're saying, but
as
that's
being the investigating officer, you guys were at the hospital when everything occurred. So I got tested for gunpowder residue as soon as I arrived at the hospital. So why he didn't get tested?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Who's the investigating officer that was at the hospital when he got shot?
I don't know that off the top of my head.
Oh, so how will we be able to find that out?
So the other thing is that I spoke with the DA about the entire thing, and she said as far as discovery goes, we're not even allowed to basically disclose all the discovery to you because
I'm the
Lloyd,
victim.
no, because Lloyd has obtained counsel for his appeal. So it has to go from their counsel or from Lloyd's counsel to the DA's office.
Okay, but I'm not here for Lloyd. I'm here to find out who is the victim, the suspect that shot me. That's why I'm trying to obtain the gunpowder residue off of the clothes.
I understand what you're
This
saying,
has
but
nothing to
again,
do with Lloyd.
the requests, all of that stuff has to go from his counsel because he's in appeal now up to the Supreme Court, and it has to go through the district attorney's office.
So what? I don't understand. I'm a victim. I'm in a whole different case from Lloyd Brice. This has nothing to do with Lloyd Brice. I'm trying to find out who shot me, and y'all telling me that I have to wait on Lloyd's lawyer?
Basically, that's what the district attorneys is saying.
How does that make any sense?
I know it's a backwards process, but because it's already an appeal, he's sought out counsel, and he has counsel right now pertaining to the entire thing.
That don't make sense.
So
What's your name?
Moreno.
You sit through that whole trial knowing.
hold on, wait. So there's no way that I can find out who shot me without waiting on Lloyd's trial to.
Your original question was regarding the GSR.
Yes.
There was no GSR taken from Curnlee because he went into surgery. So I'm assuming. I don't know if he arrived and he went in quickly.
I understand.
I don't know.
I understand there was no GSR taken, but you guys still have possession of the clothes.
Yes.
So why can't the
So
clothes
again,
get tested?
because it's an appeal, the requests have to come through from counsel to counsel. But currently, it's an appeal to go to the Supreme Court.
But what I'm here for isn't regarding Lloyd Brice. It's regarding Kevin Neal. It has nothing to do with. I have nothing to do with Lloyd's lawyer. Nothing. So, what does that have to do with me? I really don't understand.
It's part of a homicide investigation.
It's part of a homicide. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't get it. I just don't understand that process as far as what's going on. Yeah, we have two separate cases. Yeah, this makes no sense at all.
Unfortunately, that's if you have any questions regarding with the DA's office, it's Miss Casey that is in charge
the
of
new
the
district
unit.
attorney.
She's not the new district attorney. She's just the supervisor for.
What about Tori?
Tori's the actual DA. I mean, you can go talk
The
to
DA
her.
for who? For
She
Lloyd?
just like the overall, like she's the president.
Oh.
I spoke to her, and she had to get the information from you guys first before she can do anything.
So I spoke with the supervisor
Well,
over there.
Tori is over the supervisor.
I understand that, but we don't naturally speak to Tori. We speak with the
Exactly.
supervisors.
Exactly, but she's involved in it. She's gonna be like, we're trying to do this, and I don't know how. So I guess I gotta go back to Tori and tell
If you
her.
can get Tori to request stuff, I mean, obviously Tori trumps people, right?
Right.
So,
But I'm really not. This is not the city.
The person that took over the Rooney spot.
No, I don't know who that is.
That's what she's
that's
talking
Miss
about.
Casey.
Oh, that's Miss Casey.
Yes.
So whatever. Is she gonna go back through the paperwork?
But Miss Casey doesn't
she
know
can.
anything because
Again,
she's not the
She's the one
district
that will get
attorney.
ordered.
She's not Lloyd's district attorney. She's not the district attorney in Lloyd's
She's the one
case.
that will get ordered by Tori to look into it.
Well, that's not what they told me when I went down there. They said that Maybe take
Again,
this.
there was no GSR taken.
Are you? Hold
So
on, wait.
we
So
don't-
Did you
aren't
give
you
that
guys the
information?
investigating officers?
We are,
I don't know anything about
are
this case.
not the investigating
You were
officer.
in there when I came before, and Rooney was in there with us. You were there with us.
Yeah, we went to the little interview room, right?
Yeah.
The victim witness? Yeah, I was there for that, yeah.
So what did you come in there for if you're
To assist my partner.
Your partner?
So why did you sit in there and let all that happen?
Let all of what
I
happened.
don't
You don't, like,
understand what's
don't
going
get
on.
the-
This is your partner, but she's the investigating officer. Partners work together.
Well, wait, hold on.
No, I'm trying to
Multiple
figure out,
questions.
you sit there in the room, and see, I wasn't there. I was out of town, and I was in the hospital sick. So when I came back, I was reading all this information and getting information from all of this, and this is what I come up with. You were in there the whole time,
Where?
in the trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so didn't you know about the forensic?
Yes.
Well, yes and no.
Of course.
So we have a lot of cases, so I have to go back and we have to refresh our memory as far as all the details that were done. So then looking
Well, if
into
you're saying
it,
now that they weren't tested, the clothing wasn't tested, you don't have to go back and look because you got the case in front of you.
I don't have the case in front of me.
Well, you know what I'm saying, you have the case.
How do we? Find
But I don't
out?
have the case.
So how do you
anymore.
find out?
How do I find
I
out?
had to go research it.
No, how do we find out?
How do,
So you didn't.
how do
do
we
you
find
find
out
out
who the
what, ma'am?
officer was at the hospital who was supposed to test us?
It's not that it's somebody who was supposed to test. It appears that he arrived and went straight into surgery, so his clothes, once like all the clothes are shaken, once people have moved, all kinds of stuff around, they lose their,
I understand that there was a lot of commotion going on at the hospital. Okay, but you're the investigating officer. You are the one that received his clothing and put it in evidence.
No.
You
I was not there the night of the shooting.
so who,
I only took over because I think the main detective retired and was gone. So I came very late to the game to sit in the trial process.
Unfortunately, sometimes that thing sucks, right? Because we come in and try to help
Pick
out
up the
somebody
pieces.
else, and we don't know what was missed or what was not. Sometimes people retire and like, oh, shit, we get stuck with everything, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming maybe something got lost in there that other detectives missed.
No, nothing got lost. It's just like she
forgot to
explained to me the last time I was here. She said that for damn near for sure that the clothing is in evidence. But now you're saying that we can't touch him because Lloyd has received a new lawyer and he's the only one that can get the clothing.
Basically the council have to communicate, and there has to be like some kind of discovery.
Basically, Lloyd's
request.
lawyer and the district attorney have to communicate.
Or you would obtain some kind of counsel, and then they would.
That's the only
Fight
way
on
I would
your
be able to
behalf.
find out.
Yes.
But so
because it's
I'm
an
just
appeal.
running around in the streets and I don't know who shot me, and I can. That just makes me
I think
feel
you said
comfortable.
Curnlee shot you.
I know who shot me, but what I'm saying is it sits well with you guys that y'all basically
No,
telling
but we
me
can't
that
go
we
to
don't
court
have a
if the
victim.
suspect's dead.
I mean,
Kevin.
we don't have a suspect. I understand that,
You
but
didn't put
I'm
the
trying
information
to.
together.
Do
Yeah,
you
but
know
then
how
he's
it? Do you
told
know
us
how
that
it feels?
Kevin
Do you know
ran
how it
after
feels to
him.
go
Okay,
outside?
so if Curnlee shouting, what does that mean?
If
That means
Can't-
the Lloyd is in
can't
there
mean
for
anything
murder.
because he's dead.
but this
Okay,
is
but
what I'm saying.
He's in there for murder because he's saying that Curnlee shot him, but there was someone else that got up there and said that he didn't have a gun.
The problem is that if you are responsible and you pass, no one inherits that.
So Lloyd gets a life because no one inherits that information.
No, not the information. The
Well, what?
responsibility or the culpability for the crime. Lloyd had his own crimes that now he has to pay for.
He has his what?
His own crime that he had to answer for and pay for.
But
Well,
murder shouldn't be one of them, though.
I understand your
That's
opinion,
what
but
we trying
again,
to.
that's why he's fighting with the appeal and
No,
his.
it's not an
That's
opinion.
not-
It's a true fact. Like, and like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard to get all of this going or whatever.
Get the closure. I mean, you guys know what happened, and then you're gonna try him and give him murder. You know how I feel? I'm his mother. How would you like somebody to do your child like that? You don't have no information on nothing. You can't get any information. It's just like.
And then no one's trying to find out
And
who
you guys
shot
not
me.
even trying to find out.
No one's trying to find out who shot me.
I should probably talk to his attorney as far as he wanted to see discovery to hand everything over to you. I don't know how that works because I've never had
You
that.
know how it works.
I don't
As
know how
in-
working with a public defender works, ma'am. I've never had to
As
sit
they're
down with,
investigating.
luckily, a public defender. But perhaps if he
So you just
communicates
gave
with,
up on it. We come down here to tell you you're the investigator.
As the investigating officer, is my case closed?
It's not.
As you guys looking to apprehend the suspect who shot me?
We can't apprehend somebody who's dead, Kevin.
Okay, but you guys don't know who shot me because I'm telling y'all who did it and y'all don't believe me. So basically, y'all saying y'all don't know who shot me because the case is
Well, it's
over.
hard
Like,
to believe stuff that you say because you perjured
okay,
yourself
so then
many
why
times.
aren't you guys doing your job by continuing to look for the suspect who shot me then if y'all don't believe me? That's what, do you understand what I'm saying? You guys, I came, fuck me coming and telling a lie and all that. I came in and I gave a new statement telling the exact truth. Why would I tell on my cousin that he shot somebody? Why would I tell on him? That don't make no sense.
To help him fight his appeal.
To help him fight his, so why I didn't tell in the beginning?
I don't know why you didn't tell him.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. I came to court, I came and gave a new statement. I said that Curnlee Howell shot me. Who's the investigating officer after I come in and make that new statement? Is it still you? Yes.
Technically, I have.
Okay.
Yes.
So when I came in and I made that statement, did you do any kind of follow-ups to try to find out anything about this case that Kevin Neal has never found out who his suspect is? Because y'all don't believe me.
Kevin, you've perjured yourself.
And you perjured yourself by not telling.
By not telling
about
what,
the
ma'am?
forensic. You knew that they didn't take that no forensic on him.
I didn't know. I didn't know. off
But
the
you
top of
said
my
that
head,
you
ma'am. I had to go
did,
research
though.
it.
You said
Well,
that
you
you
went and
did.
researched. When did you do that? When
But
you came
no,
in?
no, you said that you did. You said that
Yes,
you
and
did.
we should have clothing of his, but I didn't realize that it wasn't ever tested.
The law says it's mandatory that you.
I don't know what the law says about that, ma'am.
So are you
don't know what
guys?
the law says.
About things.
So
being
when I
mandatory.
say that you guys aren't looking for the person who shot me, you say because he's dead, Kevin. So you're telling me now that you believe me?
I don't know what to believe when it comes to you, Kevin. You just are here arguing.
So why are you? I'm not arguing. Am I arguing?
Yeah, you're making your statement.
I don't feel like I'm arguing. I thought we was just having a conversation.
My suggestion to you, if you want things to be put in motion, is to meet with Tori and have her give orders around to people as far as if you said that you have a, I don't know if you have a good rapport with her. My other suggestion would be to meet with Miss Casey.
You know exactly what I have with Tori.
I don't know, ma'am.
Who did you talk to at the DA's office?
Miss Casey.
Miss Casey?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna fight it, so.
None of that shit makes sense. That's why I kept asking all the damn questions. None of that shit makes sense at all.